do something, I'm terrible at explaining anything. So it's like, you know, it's a skill.
Over the years, you know, I've been studying collaborative intelligence.
What is that?
It's recognizing that everybody has a superpower, right? Everyone has something that they're really, really good at, or a mindset, or a way of looking at things, or like an actual skill. Like, you know, some people might be better at painting than they are at sanding, or they are at polishing, or at, you know, just organizing power chords. Like, you know, Stephanie there, she's the best power chord rapper I've ever met. and I've had over 100 different people work with me over the years, and everyone's got to learn how to wrap a hose, wrap a power cord, you know, like put away the polishers properly, and all these seemingly little things. If they're done well, it makes all of our jobs easier. And finding out who does what best means they can teach the next person, right? And I'll say, lean on that person for this information. Not because, you know, you're lesser than, not because, you know, you're anything, except they know how to do it really good, right? And I'm still looking for your superpower, but being able to find the specialty of people. That's a lot of the way the onboarding test works. You know, what do you talk about? How do you talk? You know, what are the 5-step process, right, that you describe? All that tells me what kind of thinker that you are. And being able to apply that to a business and a crew and, you know, a trade craft requires different people, right, with different skills, because there's so many. I know way too many, right? And I've got to download as much as I can to y'all so you can become great at them, right? And if I don't do that, like so many people in my industry came before me, 80, 90 years old, still walking along the dock with cranes because they're the only guy that can do electrical, the only guy that can sew a canvas button properly, or, you know, like the only guy that does hydraulics properly. But they didn't apprentice anybody. They didn't teach anybody else. So what happens to that skill?
It goes away.
It goes away, dude. And what I've spent 30 years learning, I don't want it to go away, right? It's like, that's more than half my life I gave to this trade craft, this skill. So like, some people think I'm crazy, but I'm very passionate about that. Is that what I invested my life in has value.
And you probably came up with a lot of stuff on your own as well, right? I'm assuming, right?
100%. I've had mentors over the year, mostly focused on business, not really process. But there was one, Bernie Lutmer. He passed on now, but he was like my Uncle Bernie, you know, like he used to sell lots of sailboats. Right? He had a sailboat brokerage out in Pickering there called Swans. And before he left, he taught everything he knows to many, many other people, you know, and it's honorable, right? You learn a lot and then you pay it forward. You know, I learned as much as I can from everybody I meet so I could pay it forward. And it's the same thing about, you know, your uncles, your parents, your teachers over the years. All of them had something really special about them that made you pay attention for long enough. Maybe not 100% of it, but there was something that was their superpower that really, like...
Honestly, yeah, when I think about it, yeah, for sure.
And you write those things down. Those are the treasures of those relationships. Whether it was 10 years ago or 10 minutes ago, right? You don't meet people by accident, right? I've got something to learn from you. And as we work together, I'll figure out what it is, and I'll make sure everybody else knows about it because it's something super great about you. Do you know what that is right now? What's your superpower?
Honestly, I couldn't say.
amount of things we get into on boats, you're gonna figure it out.